Hey everybody, it's me, Nick Gaming 2174 here, back with another Roblox video. I'm deciding I might actually record a Bowling Paradise video, because I think that's been what everybody's been wanting for a while. And we're here in the Brunswick zone. And y'all may ask me, why am I here and not any of the other places, like Bird Bowl or any place where lots of people normally hang out? Well, it's for privacy and so I can actually record. Oh, that didn't work. So I actually was recording Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's Rebooted earlier, the Pizza Party custom night. But I realized it's actually a lot harder than it seems. It's actually everyone at 10 difficulty, and y'all may immediately be thinking, how can it be so hard with everyone just at 10? Well, I died twice by the modern Chuck E. Cheese. So what I found out is he actually doesn't go away immediately, unlike at 20. So you actually have to pull the gate down much further than how you normally would if he was on 20. But other than that, that's kind of really the reason why it's really tough. And then after that's the cheesy challenge mode, and then the one that's going to take me probably forever, True Nightmare mode. Alright, well, we're not doing very good here. Might see if I can convert this. Oh, you really can't convert that. Okay, so you need to find a good spot. I'm not finding a good spot to hit. So 3, 6, 10 again. This is a pretty cool bowling alley in Roblox. And it actually is based on a real place. Brunswick zone. It's actually based on a real bowling alley. Ah. So it's hooking a little high. So yeah, that's kind of what it's like here. I haven't played this in a while, so I kind of gotta get back to it. Maybe if I aim here, then go all the way. I'm not gonna have problems with a 9-pin again, am I? See, I know it's been kind of a while between this video on this and the last one. I hope you all read my post about it. It's not because I quit this. It's because I want to be known for other things. Aim more right. There we go, much better. And I split the 8-9. I was told by one of my friends on my high school bowling team that for a perfect strike, the way the pins should hit each other is not like that. Your ball should split the 8 and 9 pins. Okay. Oh no, that's not. Oh yeah, got it. This game is still in beta after all this time. I still don't quite know why. Yeah, that was really perfect that time. Not aiming for a 300 again today. Why do I keep missing the 9-pin? I don't know how it's so easy to miss in this game compared to real life. I don't know why it keeps making the sound as if I was hitting all the pins. It's a little weird. You know what I might try actually this video is getting what's called a Dutch 200. If you guys don't know what Dutch 200 is, it's where you have a game where it's like strike, spare, strike, spare, strike, spare, strike, spare through the entire way. That's what a Dutch 200 is. I might see if I can get that actually. Because that's actually a rare thing to happen. Well, getting a 200 like itself isn't necessarily rare if you're really good at the game. But a Dutch 200 is, because it's a pattern, basically. Or you could go spare strike. Spare strike, spare strike, spare strike, spare strike, spare strike, spare. That might get the Dutch 200, I don't know. So I might as well try it this game, now that I got a pattern going. Well, not necessarily like this, but... There we go, okay. So if I actually miss the next one, and then... So if I just repeat the pattern like that, then that's a Dutch 200. Oh, now it's not a Dutch 200 now. Also, I want to take this time to say that about Geometry Dash. I know some of you may be wondering. I will go back to Misty Mountains, which is an extreme demon I was trying to beat before I switched over to trying to play some FNAF games lately. I will get back to that, if any of you are curious as to what happened with it, as I'm still trying to make that my second extreme demon. Oh no, aim more right. If ever I see my speed is getting kind of low, the meter on the right, then I aim more right. So I aim in the spot I need to, like when I'm at full speed, but it's kind of slow. It's gonna hook high into the pocket. Pick up a 10 pin there. 10 pin is still pretty hard to pick up. Oh, nope, it's another 10 pin. Oh, what was that? There, okay, pick that up. We have 5 in a row there. Oh my. I don't know if I stated in a previous video before, but I've gotten a new high score in September with bowling in real life. I shot at 276 with what we call a 9-bagger. You guys may wonder what that term is, bagger. It actually means strikes in a row. So I got 9 strikes in a row. And I got it from the second frame to the first throw in the 10th, which is where we're at now. So I had to spare the first frame, 9 in a row then, and then I got 7 pins and only got 2. Wow, I left a 710. So that's a 232. That's much better than the first game. That was, because I bowled on my high school bowling team, this was actually a high game I shot in one of our matches. And I also shot a 434 series. I got a 202 the first game. And then I shot 232 the second game for a 434 series. If you guys don't know what the term series means, it means all the games put together. Nope, we didn't hit the 7-pin. So, and then you take that, and then if you're looking for your average, you divide that by however many games you did. So 434 divided by 2, which is how many games I did. Well, we had that match. I averaged 217 from it. I mean, it's kind of rare for me to average 200 or more from bowling 3 games, because that you need a 600 series. Oh god. And then there's also like 700 series and like an 800 series. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Oh my god, what was I doing? How did I make the ball spin backwards? Oh, that was quite unexpected. Okay, at least that wasn't a split. Actually, I want to tell you all a funny story. So, in a match I had against another high school, I don't think it was the same one I had in the match I just explained. So in matches we have what are called Baker games, and a Baker game is where you get into like a team of 5 of your teammates from your team, and they each bowl 2 frames. So I was bowling the first and 5th frame, and I promised to my coach that we would get a 300. But sure enough, I rolled the Greek church split, which some of you may not know, or may know. It's the 4, 6, 7, 9, 10 split. So I got the 3 on the right side, so we have a better advantage. And then my coach came over to me and was like, "What happened to the perfect game?" But it gets better from there. Everyone, including me, begins striking a whole lot, and we get 8 strikes in a row going into the 10th frame. And then that's where the second miss happened. And I was beginning to think to myself, because we were all beginning to strike a whole lot, it's my fault we didn't get the perfect game until we missed the 10th frame. Because if we struck out with the 3 strikes in the 10th frame, we would have shot 278. That's what we would have had if we struck out. But overall, our season ended recently, actually. So we had our district tournament and state tournament. Alright, we won our district tournament, but not the state tournament. We were up against some really tough high schools in both tournaments. Especially the state one, actually. And yeah, so I mean, I have a lot of fun in the district tournament. Oh my. But overall with the season, I think my favorite part was the first match we had. Because the first match we had, we were able to win against the other high school we were bowling against. And I was actually one of the teammates that led the team to winning. I rolled a 257 with a 5-bagger from the 2nd frame to the 6th. But it was really loud in there when I began striking a whole lot. So yeah, that was my favorite part of the season. My least favorite part was going up to a really bad bowling alley and doing really bad. So there was a bowling alley we would go to. I'm not revealing its name. And so it had really sticky lane conditions where whenever I would go to the foul line, I would actually stick on my last shot trying to slide in. And so yeah, I didn't really enjoy that bowling alley a whole lot for that reason. So I went to a bowling alley very similar to him where it had sticky lane conditions and had to work something out for the other bowling alley we went to. And I worked it out right away. So the thing I did was, normally I start in the middle here when setting up. Well, what I did was I started further up, and then on my last... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. On my last step, I would actually, rather than sliding, I would actually stomp as hard as I could. Oh my. Whoops. So that's how I figured out to deal with the lane conditions there. Nope. But I mean, the first match we had in that really bad bowling alley, we were up against a really tough high school. They were undefeated going into the district tournament until we beat them. Still not revealing the name. I'm okay. So, I got a little smudge on my monitor. There, so strike. I really like this bowling alley. Though I did say from my last one I would stay in the faded bowling alley. But this has a lot more privacy. So if I'm recording a video, I might be here actually. You really can't knock the pins out from behind. There. Actually saying that, in a practice one time, I was practicing with my friends, and so a friend of mine, he had a 10 pin he had to spare, and when he did, he kicked it out from behind, and it flew into the gutter and stopped like right about halfway to the foul line. And the reason that is because the angle the curtain was. I was told the reason that happens because the angle of the curtain. And I didn't know that until I was told that. I keep rolling bad splits. Oh no, wait, oops. Well, that was awkward. I had to get my, I had an appointment, orthodontist appointment earlier today, and my teeth are still a little sore. Because they had to fit in a new wire. So I had impressions on what's called a retainer. And what a retainer is for is when, after you have your braces and when you get them off, you have to wear that on, I believe it's mainly your top teeth. And the purpose of that is to train them to stay in that place. Because what will happen is if you don't wear it, they'll actually shift back out of place. And you'll have to go through the braces again. I keep missing like that. I'm gonna try something. Maybe next frame. Oh, I just barely missed that. So I'm gonna... 1, 2, 3. Oh no, throwing straight does not work. Oh man, why did I think that was gonna work? So, alright, I'm gonna try this. So, 1, 2, 3. Go max. And put the hook at 25. Probably would have been Brooklyn. Okay, maybe that idea isn't quite the right thing. Maybe I should just go back to my normal way. Quite a weird strike. I don't know why my game was lagging. Oh, really? A ranking 10? I still really hate the way the pin action works sometimes. When going into pocket, like, the ball can go directly through, the 3 and 9 pins, I think. And that is a thing that can actually happen in real life as well. That can happen, but it's pretty rare. So that's it didn't do it that time. Probably because I went in that good angle. There, okay. I find the hardest pin to knock down is the 10 pin. Wow, that was solid that time. There, okay, we should... Oh, wait, do I have another throw? Oh, yeah, I do. I don't know why I thought that was the last one. Oh, no, that's... Yeah, I knew it. I've converted that split before in real life. And it's really tough to do. You have to get, like, really on the right side, the 6 pin. And, yeah. I've converted that, I believe, twice or 3 times. I don't know. So, alright, let's start the next game. Nope. Very too slow. I had to aim more right. Might do 2 more games after this one then. Now that time, the way I missed it, they call that ringing 10 when a pin either, the 6 pin either flies around it or if it just falls in the gutter. That's where the term ringing 10 pin comes from. Some of you may know this TV program is called PBA Bowling. There have actually been quite a few, like $2.99 games from 10 pin. The first notable one is by, his name is Don Johnson from the 1970 Firestone Tournament Champions. Like, he had the front 11 and he hit the pocket like just right, but the 6 pin flew around the 10 pin. Which is really unfortunate because it was really rare to see a 300 back then because of the laying conditions and the balls used. Because the balls they used back then were like the really old rubber ones, not any of the reactive ones we have today, so if he gotten it, he would have gotten a $10,000 bonus and a new Cougar. Oh, God. And then there was one in the 2011 Tournament Champions. It wasn't sponsored by the Firestone, so that's why it doesn't have Firestone in the name. That's why his name is Mika Koivuniemi. He left a 10 pin as well up when he was up against his opponent. His name was Tom Doherty, who rolled a 100 in the match, or the same match. And Koivuniemi set record for largest margin of victory on TV by winning by 199 pins. Could have been 200. Also, if he would have gotten that, he would have also become the first to have rolled 2 televised 300 games in a PBA Tour event. That eventually became Sean Brash when he rolled his second 300 in televised 300 game in the 2015 Tournament Champions. So throughout with PBA's history of televised 300 games, only 2 have been in the Tournament Champions. The first one was in 1967 by Jack Biondolillo. Excuse me. And then the second one being by Sean Brash in 2015 Tournament Champions. That was my throat if you guys heard that. Okay. Also, you guys, I will make sure to film Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese reboot the pizza party custom night. It might take me a few attempts. The issue might actually not be the other animatronics, but actually probably modern Chuck E. Cheese. Because he doesn't go away, like, right away. So you probably actually have to put the gate down all the way. Nope. I hooked way too much. I might make this the last game. Nope. Oh, I got it, yes. Nope. Left another 10 pin. Okay. strike. How many can I get in a row? I can get 9. Okay, strike. Look more right. Nope. Yo, sometimes when I miss the 7 pin like that, I find that happens because there's not enough pin action. Because speed is the way to get the pin action. You need to get the pins driving around. So I find that's why that happens when I leave a 7 pin like that. With hitting the pocket right. And it hit the pocket like that when I had the 300. Though I knocked the 7 pin down by pure luck. Wow, I almost left an 8 pin in there. I believe in one of my previous videos of this game, I actually did leave an 8 pin for real. I can't remember which video it was. But I think it was the one in the... It was my video I called Terrible Breaks. Really ringing 7 pin that time. Even if I don't get this, it'll be 200 or more. Whenever I'm trying to spare a 10 pin, it makes me really nervous for that reason, because it has to go really close to the gutter. Oops. I didn't set the hook. Oh well. Well, that's going to wrap things up here. Ending on a 210 high game. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, and as always, feel free to subscribe. So, bye for now.